You know, the decisions you make don't just affect you. They affect everybody. Everyone that comes in contact with you are affected to some degree by the decisions that you make every single day, by every decision you make. Because every decision you make helps to form and shape the person that you are. And everyone that comes in contact with you they have to deal with the person that you are. All right, so I was just thinking about somebody and how I just don't want a relationship with them. And it's a family member. And just in thinking about that, they keep reaching out to me and but over the past 25 years or so, I've been choosing to become the best version of myself I can be. Right? These have been conscious choices that I've been making. I'm not saying that I've made that choice every single day for 25 years or whatever, but I'm saying that that's been my focus for the majority of that 25 plus years. That's been my focus. Wanting to be the best version of myself that I can be. Right? And so everyone that comes in contact with me benefits from that. Well, maybe not everyone, because there's a lot of people that I don't want to deal with. Right? Because they have not made those same decisions. They have not chosen to be the best version of themselves that they could be. They've taken more of a position of, this is how I am, take it or leave it. And so I often choose to leave it, because you're not doing anything to make yourself a better person, which means I have to deal with your bullshit. I have to, if I choose to keep you in my life, that is, I have to deal with your bullshit. I have to deal with your ignorance. I have to deal with your drama. I have to deal with your stupidity. I have to deal with your confusion, your dishonesty, your selfishness, your greed, your untrustworthiness, is undependability a word? Or your unreliability, or however, you know what I mean. But I have to deal with these things if I want you in my life, because you've been this way, whatever way that you've been that way, and you've seen no need to improve. Right? You've seen no need to grow. But me, on the other hand, for example, I've had all those same things. Like, all of that has been a part of me at some point in my life. Right? The hate, the selfishness, the greed, lying, being untrustworthy, unreliable, undependable, unloyal, unfaithful. All of it. It's all been a part of me at some point in my life. And I've just been making decisions like, I don't want to be that way. Recognizing that being that way, I'm not saying it's bad or good, but it's not in alignment with what I want. Right? Those things are harmful to me in terms of what I want out of life. And what do I want? I just simply want the best that I can possibly have. I want the best relationships. I want the best job. I want the best income. I want the best health. I want the best everything. So selfishness will not allow me to have the best. Greed will not allow me to have the best. Lust will not allow me to have the best. Living a lie will not allow me to have the best. Being ignorant of the truth will not allow me to have the best. You know, just eating whatever the fuck and never working out and all these types of things will not, allow me to have the best or be the best version of myself I could be. Just watching any fucking thing on TV, watching the news, filling my mind with negativity, negative programming, whether it's via the television or fucking radio, like whatever it is, the people I hang around, whatever it is, allowing my mind to be filled with negativity and hate and things like this and lies and deception. This is not going to give me the best out of life. This is not going to give me the best. This is not going to help me in any way become the best version of myself I can be. So I've been making the choices I've been making, and this person in particular I was thinking about, and just a lot of people in general, they're making different decisions. They're not, and I'm just talking about people in my personal experience. I'm not talking about everybody, just my personal experience. They're not wanting to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. So I just feel like, why should I have to deal with your bullshit? I don't. Because I'm happy. I have peace. Right? And so why should I allow you to disturb my happiness or disturb my peace, disturb my joy, disturb my bliss? I don't have to allow that. And I don't allow that. You've chosen to be who you are, be the way you are. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but that's not a good fit for me if the way you choose to be is the same. Right? If you choose to be negative and toxic and savage and whatever, greedy and lust, whatever, it's just not a good fit for me. Because we're going to always be at each other's necks and arguing and fighting and all these things. That's not where I'm at. That's not what I want. I like peace. I like happiness. I like joy. I like being around spiritually mature people. I like being around people that love the truth. I like being around humble people. So it just comes down to preference, right? And I personally don't understand why anyone would not want to be the best versions of themselves that they can be and have the best that they can have out of life. Like, I don't understand that, but a lot of people, it seems, based on my experience, just don't care to be the best versions of themselves that they can be or have the best that they can have. So we're just not in alignment. And it doesn't matter who you are. You could be my fucking kids, all right? You could be family, friends. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, I guess the way I look at it is, and I don't know why, but like, this experience of being a human being, being able to experience life as a human being, it only happens once as far as I know. Right? And I just want to make it the best experience that it can possibly be. Like, I think of life as a game. Like, when this game is over, nothing that happened in the game will mean anything. Right? Maybe at most, the things that we do in this life can carry on and, be beneficial to other people. Like, if you think in terms of like inventions, for example, like we enjoy electricity today because of someone discovering how to harness the power of electricity and, convert it into a light bulb or, just into different inventions that we could benefit from hundreds of years ago. Right? So humanity can benefit from what we leave behind, right? But as far as any, like, I think it was Thomas Edison that invented the light bulb or whatever, he's been gone. Like, nothing he did matters anymore to him. if he even exists anymore, right? Because that was just a personality, it was just an identity. But there's only one life, and that life is spirit, right? The identity was created. So I can't say whether that identity lives on or not, because it was just created, right? But so I'm saying, like, it doesn't mean anything to him. He's not here anymore. Like the things that I did 5 years ago, I mean, they're benefiting me in this life, but when I'm not in this life anymore, like none of this will mean anything, right? But while I'm in the game, right, just like with any game, when I play a game, I play to win. I want to win. I don't play to lose. I don't play to have a horrible experience. Like if I'm playing Monopoly, for example, right? I don't want to, like, I want to have money. I want to have properties. You know, I want people to land on my properties and pay me. And I want to have a lot of money. I want to be winning. I want to stay out of jail, right? I don't want to constantly land on people's properties and have to pay them and be broke and have to sell my properties off and, you know, just to try to survive. But when the game is over, nothing that happened in the game matters. It doesn't matter if I own every property on the board, right? When the game is over, it doesn't matter. But while you're playing the game, you want to have the best experience possible. That's how I am anyway. And so if that's not you, then we're just not compatible. It's nothing like necessarily personal or anything like that. It's not a beef. It's not I'm angry with you, mad at you. It's nothing like that, right? It's just we're not in alignment with each other. We're not on the same frequency. We're night and day. Oil and water, we just don't mix. We're not compatible. That's all it is. And you know, I think I'm gonna end that there. So yeah, I don't know. You got some comments on that, perspectives, whatever? Then leave them in the comments.